Namaste. See, many of us in our day-to-day lives, when everything is going on smoothly, suddenly we see some 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 difficult things happening for us in our lives. Okay, or it could be your parents, or your siblings, or your son or daughter, something could come, and we feel very terribly upset with that, and it could be an accident or some disease or some financial problem or some legal problem, some most unexpectedly. And sometimes one of our own people, we get a severe disease like some cancer or something, and that really shatters the whole family. Simply shatters in a most unexpected way. And the disease strikes you, something such a disease, you get shattered and you feel, why is that it has come to us? See, we have been very good to everyone. We are leading a very simple and humble life, and we have been nice to everyone around us. Not just we, and our own parents and grandparents, everyone in the family are some of the nicest people. We have been extremely good, helping people in every way. But still, why is that it has fallen on us? Why is that my sister should get cancer at such an young age? Or my father, why should he get such a dreadful disease at such an age and suddenly? And many times it happens even though there doesn't have, without any indication, it comes in some families. That really shatters us quite a lot. And it changes the way, the way they live, their attitude, everything. I mean, emotionally, we are quite upset with that, isn't it? See, it could be our brother or father, sister, anybody. It could happen to anybody. But I mean, we don't find any logical thing. Why is that? See, in spite of very good habits, everything going smoothly for the family, and being humble, doing good to the society, everything. But still, why is that suddenly such a dreadful disease comes to one of us, ourselves also? Why is that? And we feel terribly worried. We see many people at the same time. We see many people around us doing very bad things and being very rude to the people, and not helping anyone in the society, and talking more harshly, and living a very bad style of living. But still, they do very well in their lives. We see some people around us like that. So in such situations, things, a thought comes to our mind. Why is that we should have this much suffering, sudden suffering? I mean, why is that even good people should suffer sometimes like this? Okay, it happens to many of us, some of us, many times actually, we see in our lives. Okay, so for all this, we'll have to go to what is given in our Vedic texts about such happenings in our lives also. Okay, see, our life, when you suppose, if you just see around you, somebody would trample upon his leg on a small ant. Okay, it would just instantly die. So its life was a couple of days perhaps. Okay, but in its perspective, that life itself is a very big thing for it. For the ant, the 2 days or 3 days, it's a very big life for it, a big span. Okay, and compared to that, what is ourselves? Suppose if we live for about 60 to 70 years, let us say, then out of this 70 years, this 70 years compared to that, the ant's life is only few days, sometimes it could be few hours also. Okay, so that is simply a 1 millionth of it. So if you see from the broader perspective of life, we pass through millions of lives. We have passed through millions of past lives and have come to this life in this present birth. So we are unable to see. You stand as an outsider and see in the broader perspective, then you will see. Right? We know for millions of years, uh, the creation started, millions and millions of years. We hear of the different yugas and all in our system. Okay, so in our earlier births, we could have done something. So all those things only uh, we experience all the good and bad karma of that we experience in this present life. Well, the reason could be, see, in our earlier lives, we have passed through, we could have done some wrongdoings, and those things we might be suffering now in this life. Okay, in the millions of births, we could have born in several countries, several religions, and we could have lived in different styles. Okay, and we don't know how we behaved in those lives. You could have been done some very wrong deeds and some good in such a long span of time. You could have done all good and bad things also. Okay, so the effect of these bad deeds or good deeds will be felt in the consequent births. So over these millions of births, we have accumulated so much of bad karma, let us say. You can call it bad karma, something in most simplest terms. Okay, because of that, we have some suffering will come to this in this life. So in this life, we could be doing. I mean, we could be very simple, honest. True to the core and doing very good things. But it is perhaps we have done something in our earlier birth which we are facing it now. We are undergoing that now. Okay, so this is also not consequential in the sense. Suppose if you have done about 10 births ago some wrongdoing, okay, immediately it will not be, you will not experience in the very next birth. You would experience somewhere after 15-20 births, or could be after 30-40 births. So when you experience the effects of that bad karma in which birth is only God knows. We do not know in which birth you come to experience these bad effects. And similarly, and another reason could be, see, you have been extremely pious in many, I mean, hundreds and hundreds of births. Okay, and doing very, and you would have done much of bad things. Okay, and then in some, let us say in some janma, some births, you have done some bad deeds also. And in these births, you might be, see, every one of us looks forward for salvation. We hear very frequently. We hear. I mean, everyone should try to get moksha. There should not be any births for us. This should be the last birth for us. This is what we say every one of us. So, suppose people who have been extremely pious and for several births, see, suppose it's all from millions of births we are coming, isn't it? So, in some births, your attitude has changed. Okay, let us say for the last 200 births or so. Okay, over these millions of births, last 200-300 births, your attitude has changed. You have been a very pious man. Okay, and you have been praying God to bless you with salvation, like that. So then what happens? Whatever be the earlier accumulated bad karma in all those previous hundreds and hundreds of thousands of births, that would get nullified very soon in the next 5 to 10 births, or 20 births or 30 births, let us say 30 or 40, whatever it is. In a very short span, you would undergo what are all the negative things, negative karma of all the thousands and thousands of births. So such people, they suddenly encounter this sort of some unexpected disease or with that pain, isn't it? And see, the thing is, suppose you can ask me, suppose if I am the person, I should only suffer. Why is it my family should suffer? So because, see, family as a unit takes birth in a particular place. Okay, suppose you are supposed to face a difficult situation at a time, at some given point of time. Okay, so your son also, it is destined that your son also will undergo the indirect suffering because of that. See, you will be suffering directly when you get the disease. The indirect suffering would be on your parents or your children or your siblings and all. So who are all destined to suffer in such a peculiar fashion, no? They take unit as a, they become as a unit. They grow together. Okay, at that instant of time, it is, that means suppose a girl, a boy, somebody gets some disease and unfortunately he dies at some very younger age and so. Okay, so because this boy he got that suffering because of the earlier births, what I have told you just now, the pious thing and all, isn't it? At the same time, her parents also are suffering. It's a great suffering for the parents. So parents also, in the earlier births, they have been extremely pious and all. Okay, they have done very good things, and their negative karma should get nullified. So it has been getting nullified in several waves from the earlier births. So these people, in the earlier births, they would have suffered more and more. In fact, they would have suffered even directly. Also, they would have suffered. In this birth, it's an indirect suffering. Okay, indirect suffering means not the physical body, ourselves. Okay, either your brother or your spouse or somebody could. So because you have so much attachment with the person, you get the suffering, indirect suffering. So this is also your negative karma is going up and going up. So such people, they experience lot of difficulties, and apart from that person, these people also they experience, because they have all their accumulated negative karma is getting deleted, getting diminished slowly. So that is the reason we see even the good people, very pious people. Okay, because see, that's why I told you, they have been pious in 200, 300 births also. Suddenly they get some illness or something like that. Okay, it is because of this reason they get a disease like that. But it is I can understand, I can definitely, it is not easy to, I mean, it is easier said than to really be experienced that situation. It's really very hard for the family. Yeah, as I say, it is really difficult and very traumatic situation for the family. Okay, whatever all said and done, philosophy and all, it's very, very difficult. But just try to, even if this gives you a little solace, my purpose is served. Okay, because see, when you see in the vast canvas of life over several millions of years, several births, our birth of 70 to 80 years is a very small thing. And the soul travel also. See, we could be born into this family, and in the next birth we could go somewhere else. We have been traveling like that. Okay, and we travel, we take a birth into this family, in this life, because we are all destined to grow in a particular way. As I was telling you, direct suffering and indirect suffering, those, they form as a unit, and they group together. See, that is the reason sometimes why, that is the reason sometimes you want to get married to someone, and finally you get married to someone else, and then you undergo some traumatic things in your life. Okay, and why is that? And what happens, in spite of your best efforts, you get married to a different person, because you both are destined to be together in this life. You had some previous in your lives, and destined to undergo this traumatic years of life again. So that negative karma, whole thing has to completely get diminished. So both of you join together as a husband and wife in this life, and you had some you are somewhere related in your earlier lives, and you are blood in different, you could be in different countries, different things, but you had some connection, something, and both of you have been very pious in your earlier lives, doing good things and all you wanted. You always prayed God for the salvation. So you have, it is by destiny that you only got married, and the suffering also was like that for you, for both of you. suffer at the same time in that question. Okay, and well, you might say, see, I've never asked God for salvation or moksha or anything, but why should still I got this traumatic thing in my life. My own daughter is getting affected, or somebody, any, you could as well. I have not asked anything. I mean, see, you would not have asked anything in this life, but maybe in your earlier lives, several births, hundreds of births, in every birth, you could have asked God, please give me, please give me salvation, please give me moksha, kindly take away from all these difficult things, kindly let me merge in you. Okay, you would have done with abject surrender in several births, isn't it? In your several of earlier births, you could have prayed God with absolute faith and abject surrender. Okay, maybe your voice is heard now. Okay, maybe your voice is heard for the last few births. See, it is not that the karma we have accumulated over millions of births cannot be just negated in a couple of births, isn't it? It takes few hundreds or at least another 40 to 50 at least we should minimum, let us say. Okay, so in those births what you have asked, you do not know. Okay, you could have perhaps asked in those births, please kindly take up all my negative karma at the earliest. Okay, so even now in our present life also we say, isn't it, some of the people, they say, please let me undergo this suffering, prarabdha karma we hear, isn't it? So like that you could have perhaps asked in our earlier births, please, oh my God, please, my dear God, okay, take off all this negative karma. Okay, of all my births, you could have even asked, all my earlier births, please take off this, please, and kindly give me salvation, give me moksha, let me. So that is happening now in the present births. It is happening in the present birth. God has blessed you with that, and He has listened to you, and He is negating all that negative karma in your earlier births. Okay, it has started in your earlier births itself. In your earlier birth, you could have lived as a very poor person and gone through a lot of hardships. Okay, because all that negative karma is getting exhausted, and in spite of that, you have been extremely kind to people, humble, and you never cursed God for your poverty and all, because basically your soul is very pious for the last it got elevated for the last hundreds of births. So all the negative karma is getting exhausted in the last few births. So in this present birth also, when you encounter such a problem, and the soul knows it, the soul knows, only the mind, our mind doesn't know. The soul knows why this problem has come. Okay, soul of not only the person who is affected actually directly, the person who got the disease or problem, and the soul of the everyone, all his siblings or parents, everyone, the soul understands what is going on. Why is that it has happened here? Okay, only that the mind cannot understand. Mind cannot get connected with the soul. It takes several births, several thousands of births of piousness and all. Only then soul connects to the mind. See, that is the reason you see some great saints and all. Even when they suffer also, we have seen people, some great, extremely pious saints suffering in their last stages. And at very young ages, and some great saints have suffered even 30s and 40s also, miserably suffered with some disease. But they were simply smiling. They said, let it go through. Because their soul got connected with the mind, and mind understands the soul. Okay, what was the experience of the soul in all the previous lives? What this soul took, how many bodies it took, how many where it lived, what is this? Why is that the suffering he is undergoing now? The soul understands, and the mind also understands, because the person is to that highest level he has grown, where the soul is got connected with the mind, and mind understands. So this is the reason I am suffering now. So he tells people around, don't worry, do not worry about me. let me undergo this. Okay, listen. Like that, for any ordinary people, it is very difficult to comprehend all these things, and comprehend and get solace also to some extent. Okay, it's very difficult to understand it, but kindly remember the soul of that person. I've seen people who have got affected with cancer at a very early age also. I've seen some people, and their soul knew it. Their soul knew it. Only the mind doesn't know. Okay, so it is traumatic for the family. And there are, I've seen in some cases, the persons who have got affected with such things too. At some stage, after a few, sometimes, see, this is also some, for some people, the suffering will be for a couple of years, but some will be just a few months. Some people, they suffer for 4, 5 years, 6 years. It could not just cancer alone, it could be paralysis or some heart disease or some nervous system problem or something. Okay, so the duration of this period, how long this man is suffering, the soul is suffering in this body, okay, in this life, depends again on the duration, on the amount of karma, negative karma he has done in the earlier lives. It has to get negated very, very fast and fast. I mean, speedy actually. So for such people, so somebody could be, they just perhaps they could suffer for 6 months, and some people they suddenly disappear also. That's also, it's a difficult traumatic situation for the parents. I mean, parents or anyone, people, their own siblings or anyone. Suddenly they get in, some people die in some accidents in most tragic ways, and then the suffering would be, see, that person who has died in that accident, he would have suffered for a while, and but the suffering for his siblings or close relatives, blood relatives, would be very miserable, isn't it? So because these people are also undergoing that negative karma, so the karma has to go up slowly, it gets reduced. See, this we see for many people around us. They undergo this sort of traumatic things in life. So in those times, we should take a positive attitude. Yeah, as I say, it is not easier to, I mean, to maintain that coolness in the traumatic situations, definitely, because with the attachment we have with the persons, and we feel and we ourselves are suffering, okay, due to some problem and thing, that this is that we ourselves also. Then also we terribly suffer very badly with that. So it is not only, just pray God to give you the strength to pass through that crisis. Okay. Pass through the crisis, be bold enough to take that and be little positive, and understand why it is, why this has happened. Understand the broadness of the canvas of life. There are so many. When we have traveled to several thousands of births, we do not know what we have done in your earlier births. Okay, so because of all these things, we could be enjoying the best things in life also. So, at the same time, in the materialistic world, you could be enjoying the best things in life. Okay, and see, there are people who doesn't have a square meal a day also. So we have, because of the positive karma which we have attained in our earlier lives, we are undergoing some good things in this world. I mean, in this present world. At the same time, to negate that all that negative karma, to clear up the negative karma, and to it has to get exhausted. Okay, so this sudden traumatic situations have come in your life. Okay, that is God. You yourself have asked God in your previous births, please give me salary. Please take me off from this cycle of birth, death, rebirth, death, rebirth from this cycle. So God has listened to you, and you have been extremely pious in all your births. So in this, but just think of on these lines, and be positive, be cool, and always just pray to the God, and to give you the strength to pass through this kind of this traumatic situation. It could be anything, not just disease alone. Sometimes we pass through extremely difficult financial situations in life, very lot of financial hardships. We lose a job, people lose a job, and for several years without a job, they make a lot of loans, and difficult times we pass through. I'm not just a case of example I took one as like a disease. It could be in any form, either a accident or a disease or a financial problem or a something of a mental problem, or it could be any type of problem, some hardships. All these, why people get hardships. Okay, so all these, the reasons for these things are simply our negative karma is getting exhausted at the fastest way. In the fastest way, we are going nearer and nearer to the Supreme Being. Okay. I do not say a particular religion or faith or anything. We are going to the nearest and nearest to the Supreme Being. When you go nearest and nearest, these sufferings would come. Such sufferings I've seen in several people, very pious people, extremely pious people suffering. We all of us see around us, isn't it? So please kindly understand the things in in this perspective, and a broad frame of the universe, broad frame of the our life cycle, the travel of the soul over several births, and a big canvas of this universe creation. You understand the things in this, then it gives solace to you and to everyone around you, and you would be able to face those situations in a better way and in a bold way, and that will help you, and the people around you also, it help you, and you get some solace, and you would be able to see what happens that is many times when such tragic things occur in life, so that will have a chain effect in every aspect of life, isn't it? Because of that, the parent, they get depressed, perhaps they might lose the job also. So to that extent, things should not go. So that's why you think of all these perspectives, longer on a broader spectrum of life. Okay, what is 70 to 80 years? What we are born, we live on this earth is the most minutest. And I said, compared to the ant, okay, ours is, and when you compare ourselves to the millions of years we have seen, life has been, creation has been millions and millions of years. It's a very, very small thing. See, we know if your grandfather would have lived about 50 years ago, grandfather would have lived about, let us say, in 1920s, and great grandfather they have lived about maybe, let us say, 1800s and 1840, something like that. And can you tell how your grandfather looked like and what he did, what is, I mean, how he lived, what are the dress he wear, what he worked and all? We can't say. See, someone who lived from our own ancestors who were just about 100 to 100 years ago, we cannot tell anything now. So, and same thing, after 500 years, can we tell, can anyone tell how we lived in this life now? A span of 70, 67 years is a very, or even if you take 100 years, it's a very small thing compared to the broader spectrum of the universe. So the sufferings and all are because of the previous births, karmas which we have done in our relative lives, that we are undergoing through. Okay, so understand things in this broader perspective, so that you get that solace, and you get some good strength, so that it will not affect you in other spheres of life. Other spheres of life, it will not affect you, your siblings and people around you, other spheres of life, and your life goes in a good way. Okay, I hope you all liked this talk, and kindly give me your feedback, and wish you all the best. Wish you all a very happy and healthy life. Namaste. Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu.